he tells us this. What we're going to do is we're going to, I'm going to do you want to go with me? Well, sure. I'd like to go with you. And we need to come. Okay. If you come, somebody else got it. Come to have it. Let me know. That's what it is. Come on. Get ready. Go home from school. Have a gun. And back up. Get a picture. Our sugar. My mother is running in the house. What's going on? She's not home. So we're going to take the money, take my car, and we're going to go to Canada and then have to get arrested. These are two 15-year-old boys that have no driver's no idea, no passport, we're going to be in a stolen truck. But they're out of their mind, so we're going to go to Canada and then we're going to go to the real car. And that's what our people decide. That's what we're doing. So the plan is underway. Montana, someone said, 40 with Montana. And we're done with it. What do you want to know? I want to know. So you have to move this girl or the home. And his mother wants to go around and knock her down from the inside. She's strange to say, but believe it or not, look at it down the front side. Carl Thunder Jr. Everybody calls him Chucky. He says, Chucky, I love you. And that's her forehead. Kill her mother. They take the money, they say, first night, I send you over then they call the police. They keep home from school, and low and control. They're about to out of bed. Before they make that call, they need to go to the gun, dump it. They come back and they control. They want to go to the run. I'm thinking to myself, that's all right. So while we're on our way, looking at those, one is broken arm, not the one. You can noise right there now. And then I should have one thing to do with juvenile statistics, of course with adults as well, but it's working just as well with the kids. Ask them a good question. What do you think ought to happen to this? And he's, oh, they can go to jail forever, oh, terrible thing.
Still there.
So what do you think ought to happen to somebody that maybe just knows it? Maybe it was Stephen Bear when he was done, or wasn't funny. What do you think ought to happen? I said, stop. Okay, I'm going to write the truth. And now I'm going to write the truth. I'm telling you the truth. So when I talk to Chucky, of course, he's dead fine. I can't advise his parents that you're right. It's right. Because Booker is on the top wood. But the kid volunteered. It's right there. She's fine. He was the youngest kid I ever played in our history. 15-year-old boy, adult and history. Because he's absolutely social. And he would kill anybody who got him. Fast forward 20. Like them to come out girl. Now, 23 years later, he's in jail for 23 years. He finds God. I'm sure he was right. God is in every county jail, state penitentiary, federal prison. You gotta wonder what the guy managed to get into every jail. You know where he finds it? Where he finds it? He must have done something horrible. Anyway, he finds God because he's God's God. Oh, he's a Christian. He's going to read the Bible to everybody. He's going to convert all the other converts. He's going to make them see the error of their ways. He's going to write songs. He's always worship. And somebody goes to the governor who's in the office and asks for a pardon for in prison 23 years. Prison was only 15. He's not the same person you like. But, you know, he's not that kind of person. You should let him out. And the governor does. Release him. He's out of prison. He has this Christian band organization. He's playing at various churches. Oh, he's touted by everybody. Carol and Chucky is completely agreeable. You can't read. Chucky decides to get caught and he gets in the car and meets a woman that puts her in a wheelchair for the life. But she also is Bible for her, and she says that he needs to be forgiven, and I don't want to go back to prison. Yeah, okay. A week after that, and this time he rolls the car, not wearing a seatbelt. He's ejected. The car rolls over him and kills him. Well, so long, Chuck. May you rot in hell for the rest of your century. So there it is, he's not. Does he have emotions? No. He's crazy. So if you talk to social scientists, they are using scripture and not nature, by God and nature. You raise children in a bad environment, bondage to drug addicts, bad in prison, bad things will happen, you will become a bad person, you will do better. Oh, and what about this? He has two sisters and a brother. They're just common. Raised in the same house, by the same people, in the same way. They say he isn't fun. How do you suppose that? Of course, no. If I knew, I could write another book and retire to the south like every other guy knew. That's one example. We could go on, but that's one. That's in it. Well, let me tell you about that real part. One of the most real parts. When you go to jail, you book a person, lock up the person. The word booking comes from the back page of the country. They had a book, like a hotel menu, a giant book. If you were going to book it means that you write a name. You crime be charged in the book. So you take it down for a little longer. Anyway, it goes to the book, and because it's difficult to look at, they give them a little card. Very simple card. Your name, your address, house name, property name. And if you're on an instrument, you can't fill it up. You can't read, you can't nothing, never read. But if you're fine, you can fill it up. Turn it in. So Chucky takes this whole stuff. He writes Charles W. Her father's name, Charles W. Sr., mother's name, just see it, without introducing it. Mother's name, just see it. He did it too, that's how. That's how. Sure. Well, and I didn't catch anybody else, but I when I hear about it, the guy is Ronald White. Ronald White is incredibly handsome. Movie star handsome. He sold tanning beds for a living. He was a bodybuilder. He was this beautiful man. Women would drop groceries and follow him down the street. Remarkable. But Ronald was conservative. Also very easy to serve. and is probably the most active person ever in life. Ronald is under arrest for 3 counts of first-degree murder in another jurisdiction close by. If there is enough facts in the circumstances that lead me to believe he is involved in one of my murders. So I asked the court of jurisdiction to transport him to the police operations center in Colorado Springs so I can interview him. The jury is perfect. Bring him to me. You know, so they load him up in his front overall, with his belly chain, handcuffed in front of him, and they bring him to me. They put him in an interrogation room. So here's a guy starting to charge of 3 counts of and now he's going to be interviewed by policemen about yet another murder. He could be pretty distressed. So I walk in the room, and he's laying up his forearm as he comes up in front. He's laying on his forearm. He's sleeping. His name is Carol from the Skin. You know why he's sleeping? He's bored. Is your name Ronald White? Yeah. Dead-eyed. Yeah. You want to hear one? Nope. I don't. Well, I think you might be involved in it. Yeah, you've been involved in other things there. You've got to think there's nothing's going on. I see his eyes go to his side. But there's no smoke. They just look at him. I said, do you want to stay now? Well, yeah, I know. I said, no. Yeah. When you stab someone, my victim stabbed multiple times, what's disemboweled, his intestines are split and gone. What the killer wants to do is right? Lays out his intestines on the floor and on his face. And he set fire to his apartment building where his murder was ready to do. Anyway, when you go over to the kitchen, they'll cook. Like don't knife is on it, but the help stops what's the blade. When you stab with great force. The knife is slimy and blood. Your hand can slide down the blade and you get stuck in the conscious palm. It happens once. Now, I can tell the knife stabber is offended by the effect. Knife attack is up close and personal. You tend to use a strong hand to want to strip the shoulder. This knife is 8 inches. Incredible damage. And I know why never breaking. So he's in the downward bending. I didn't really think. And he looked at me and he goes, what? Yeah. That's the lighter. You want to see what's going to do. He was touching it. And he opened his right hand to take it. He tried to let it out. You're not going to stand there. Stop. There, that's the He's going to come. And like another one, you're talking. Now these things are 15 by 7. But he says at this point, and at the beginning of the we don't know how to do it. And he thinks it's something. No, it doesn't. Don't let it go. And when we get in the court out there, these songs are kept up here. Oh boy. they want, they can be, but sometimes those girls, young teen might, some of these, and they'll die. But they don't want to. So Ronald, you know, the state of Colorado is making the game of prison. No, they want to go. They can go to the call it damn license. No, they don't. So he wants. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And all of them, most of the adults that came in, if we make them that are good, and then I would, no, because they said something, did not do something. He killed his roommate. Okay, but true. He killed his roommate. He had lived with his guy for 4 years. So the roommate said, it's not a car, and they both worked. He was selling candy beds or man, Ronald, and this other guy, whatever he did. And Ronald was a big guy. He found a chance somewhere that played the old Star Trek and all that. He, every something. So he would watch it, and his older everyone watching all these Star Trek episodes. And he'd after and his roommate without permission. Well, stuff goes to the bedroom, gets a 44 magnum revolver, and comes back to the bed. Then he wraps him up in plastic sword, and he puts him in the victim's truck. The reason he did that was he didn't want to fuck up his Camaro. Basically, the shower took the leak, and the blood was carrying him back. So he put it in the back of his truck. His plan is to drive to a farm with a chainsaw and cut this guy in pieces with a saw and feed him to Mother Nature, one part at a time. So he arrives at this in Colorado, and he's stuck in the wood there for some time. He's got the dead guy, he's got him out of the prison, he's got the chainsaw, and he has his gun right on the bed of the victim. He's simple, and it's visualized but the family, man, woman, out of state, Husky said, we're lost, he tells us the detectives which wasn't me, these other detectives told me. He said, I'm going to kill all of them. And I was going to kill him against first and watch him do it. And I was going to kill him. But I was going to do it. I had to. I told him how to get out of the car. And I drove home. And I cut up my roommate and tossed him out. As I told him how to throw it. The only thing they ever found on the roommate was his skull. On the nature of the and they identified the skull by the teeth. Never found the rest. they asked me to continue something else. I said, well, come up with something else. So one thing I looked at to show to the public, I'm not the only guy that answers this call. There's
Oh,
all there are
step on it, go.
because I got people are no money. I shut this thing down. I was and still, you see, I wanted to show you. So we went out and found a place that the general public does not know about because the national news covered that. Only you would know if during the early company small companies that we would contact the executives as we did this program, showed the tip, I narrated tons on their work, what we worked with before, and how we resolved it, and how I'm so all the platform. So it's the same sort of thing, except it's not like this. It showcases what the project just described. It's on. It's an episode. Season 1 is already delayed. Fourth ended February 24th. Because as you know, I'm expecting services they're all there. Go back to the road. We do that Discovery Plus, which is radio streaming service. $5 15 channels of Discovery and history, A&E. Well, the network is Facebook and Twitter. I don't do that. I don't participate in social media. And it's under my name. And they'll put links on there. But I don't. Nor do I ever look at it. I don't. It is not my thing. It is the intelligence device. Very good that work. That the government has said that they're getting at Georgia. But it turns out that many people to reveal their darkest a long time ago, yes. And everybody they move all the time from Germany and London. You know, you can call it a big thing. You start out in and every year you start in Europe and go to Chicago, and Miami. And I had a wife. That didn't feel me. But it was back in my early days because I knew a lot of it. And they liked me and they were helping me with their experience and so on. But I knew you're a traveling show. So I stayed with you.
other chapters in South America and Europe, the IFSB was in contact with reform organizations in Australia and New Zealand. They inspired people all around the world to hold their own groups. Civilian investigation was the IFSB, however, was not. Barker wrote about the events leading to its demise in his 1956 book, They Knew Too Much About Flying Saucers. According to Barker in his book, he received a letter from Bender dated September 16, 1953. It contained the mysterious instruction not to accept any more memberships until he'd seen the October issue of Space Review. He then received a letter on tape from New Jersey-based member Dominic Lucchesi. This was common among members as, according to Barker, a saucer investigator without a tape recorder is considered almost non-enemy. Lucchesi described being present when a fellow member, August C. Roberts, called Bender to cancel their planned visit because of car troubles. In the course of the conversation, it came out that Bender was unsure whether there would be another issue of Space Review after October. Bender then said he discovered the secret of flying discs and told Roberts about the visit. He said they confiscated his copies of back issues of the magazine, and Bender was an American citizen and was sworn to secrecy about his discovery. In October 1953, Space Review, Bender announced that the mystery of flying saucers is no longer a mystery. He apologized for not being able to elaborate, saying, because of the nature of the information and funds to receive. Barker got in touch with Roberts and suggested Roberts and Lucchesi come together and speak to Bender in person. Barker emphasized it was important to remember what Bender said. They were sure Bender wouldn't allow a tape recorder or a notebook. Barker suggested Roberts should simply go to the bathroom periodically and make notes on scene. He could tell Bender to take class and had embellishes. Roberts complained he wasn't a good actor. Barker suggested he should actually take the magazine. Roberts and Lucchesi hit up on Bender. While they didn't get the answers to the mystery, they did get some interesting replies to some of their questions. He told them the government had known what the saucers were for 2 years. If they didn't tell the public in the next 5 months, it would be 4 years before they did so. After the October 1953 issue, only 3 more issues of Space Review were published. These were for members they didn't want to be. Flying saucers were not even mentioned. The articles focused solely on space. The IFSB was closed. Barker was putting out his own magazine, The Saucerian. He reached out to reporters to help him solve the Bender mystery. Some of them speculated, but no one came up with an evasive explanation. The Aerial Phenomena Research Organization was formed in the fall of 1951, just prior to IFSB. APRO's director, Paul Clemson, offered the suggestion in the November 15, 1953 APRO bulletin that a pulp magazine publisher, Elmer, had been funding IFSB to the background. Clemson reasoned that with no funds to run the organization, Bender had made up the story in order to be done. Barker assures the reader in his book that this was not the case. David Houchin, curator of the Great Barker Collection at the Clarksburg Garrison Public Library in West Virginia, came up with a theory during the Great Barker tribute on the radio show, Exploring the Bizarre. Houchin presents a scenario based on 2 letters that Bender never held from the collection. According to him, a man in Clarksburg suffered an epileptic seizure and was taken to the hospital. Someone had taken his wallet, but he had Barker's IFSB business card on him. An official
Be right back.
Others should expect the same. Barker also called Washington, D.C. based member Reverend S.L. Dahl and gave him the same information. Dahl had been seeing flying saucers everywhere, was taking pictures, and some of them were taken at a restricted site. The day after Barker called him, 3 actual FBI agents visited him, and he wrote a letter to Bender to tell him about it. Bender came back from his vacation to find Barker's and Dawes' letter waiting for him. Alchin suggests this panicked Bender, and he adopted Dawes' 3-man scenario as an excuse to shut down the organization. Barker played up the paranoia in his book, and the MIB mythos took root. Bender wrote his own book, Flying Saucers and the 3 Men, which was published by Barker through his Saucerian books in 1962. In Bender's book, the 3 men become 3 ethereal creatures with glowing eyes from the planet Kayak, spelled K-A-Z-I-K, silent Z. Could Kayak have been what the mysterious K stood for in Bender's name? Bender's book was met with dubiousness by most in the flying saucer community. There are now 3 major speculations making the rounds in ufological and paranormal discussions on radio, the web, and in literature. One is that Bender came up with a story to get out of the flying saucer business. One is that he was visited by MIB of either governmental or extraterrestrial origin. And the third is that his interest in the occult caused him to call up some entities he couldn't get rid of. Where one comes down on the Bender mystery is a good indication of one's place in the world of the paranormal.
To find out more about our guest and all others, please visit our website at mysteriousradio.com. And I want to give special thanks to our co-creator and executive producer, Kim Kyle, who brought this show to you today. And working hard behind the scenes, our team of 4, I want to thank them as well. Follow us on social media and share the show with others that may like the subjects that we cover. I am your host, K-Town, and you're listening to Mysterious Radio.
Every journey starts with a dream, and all dreams come with a price. Saving is an uphill climb, but with goals, determination, and the right financial partner, there's no dream you can't reach. No peak is too high. So what are you saving for? Share your dream with us for a chance to win $1,000. Start saving with Bank of Utah today.
Visit bankofutah.com to enter. No purchase necessary. Eligibility restrictions apply. See website for basic rules and details. Member FDIC.
Thinking of buying your dream home in Salt Lake City? Now is the time to act. Join us at the Stern Team Omaha Real Estate. We guide you through every step of buying the process, ensuring you find the perfect home at the best possible price. We pride ourselves on making the home buying journey as smooth and satisfying as possible. Where do you see what's available? It's simple. Click now to browse our current listings and discover your ideal home with our extensive collection of properties. Don't hesitate. Click now to begin your journey to finding your new home. Your dream home awaits.
Every journey starts with a dream, and all dreams come with a price. Saving is an uphill climb, but with goals, determination, and the right financial partner, there's no dream you can't reach. No peak is too high. So what are you saving for? Share your dream with us for a chance to win $1,000. Start saving with Bank of Utah today.
Visit bankofutah.com to enter. No purchase necessary. Eligibility restrictions apply. See website for official rules and details. Member FDIC.
Hi there, I'm K-Town, and on this edition of Mysterious Radio.
A 1970 UFO document report from British Columbia explained by Charles Taylor. In October of this year, the Royal Canadian Mint announced that it was putting out a coin celebrating the 1970 UFO case in the city of Dublin on Vancouver Island, British Columbia. This is the 6th of the Mint's Unexplained Phenomena series of 1-ounce $20 face value silver coins depicting famous Canadian UFO cases. The documents involving a set of nurse working in the
Volume 1, Number 7, Summer Issue of the Canadian UFO Report. News of the coin celebrating the incident prompted two men who were both attending a party in the area at the time to separately come forward, each with his own individual explanation of what was actually seen. He wrote about this incident in a blog headlined "The UFO Documents in British Columbia, Canada," posted on the Podcast UFO website on July 16, 2022, which is where the description of the incident comes from. News indicating there was an ongoing flap in the area turns up in the December 22, 1969 edition of the Victoria Times under the headline, "Look up, Islanders, the UFOs are watching you." A sighting by 4 witnesses in the Ladysmith area is described. 2 of the witnesses, Graham Toole, 21, and Albert Berglund, 22, reported they were driving when they saw an object with 3 lights, white on top and red on the bottom. Mr. and Mrs. Ray Knight reported seeing what the reporter from the Times wrote must be the same object. According to the article, they agreed with Toole and Berglund that it moved about a mile a second. Mr. Knight said that he had seen an object in September where he could see the cabin lights clearly. The article also describes a grayish saucer-shaped object with a transparent center, seen by 5 people over an elementary school in Duncan. The occupant report came from a nurse, Maureen Kendall, who worked the night shift at Cowichan District Hospital in Duncan. According to Major's article, UFO occupants seen near hospital. In the Canadian UFO report, Kendall was checking on an elderly patient in the extended care ward around 5 a.m. on January 1st, 1970. She turned on the light and went to part the drapes of a nearby window to let in some fresh air. She said that as she pulled the drapes open, a brilliant light hit me in the eyes. She said that 60 feet away there was a large bright object and that she could see it clearly. Kendall was on the 2nd floor and said the object, which she described as circular, was just above the children's ward, which was on the 3rd floor. She said it had a silver bowl-shaped bottom, a domed top, made of some sort of clear glass or plastic that was lit up from the inside, allowing her to see into it, and lights around it like a necklace. She said she saw 2 figures inside that were male-like, one behind the other. She described them this way. They looked like fine, tall, well-built men. She could talk to them. She noticed she was seeing more and more of the interior and realized that the craft was tilting. According to Kendall, the creature in front was looking with intensity at a large instrument panel as if it was dealing with something important. This gave her the impression that they had been having mechanical problems. She thought they might have landed on the roof of the children's ward and were having trouble taking off. According to Major, Kendall came from a family of race car enthusiasts, and she thought this might have been why the instrument panel was of particular interest to her. She said there were what looked like instruments of different sizes inset into the chrome-like metal of the panel. Kendall then remembered her patient, Frida Wilson, whom she had come to check on. She said that, at this point, I guess I hesitated. I felt I mustn't make a noise or do anything that would break the trend of what was happening. Major tells the reader that the creature in the back turned and faced her, almost as if her thoughts were being read. She said she couldn't see its face because it was covered with a darkish material that looked softer than the rest of his suit. She was sure the creature saw her because it turned and touched the back of the creature in the front. The creature in front then grabbed a lever and pushed it back and forth. The craft started to circle counterclockwise, and Kendall called to Wilson to come and look. Major spoke to Wilson, and she said she came over and saw it.